What's going on? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what the business is on lunch break. Live from the car. One time for the one time, your boy CJ Goodfella. And on the ESPN chat, all right? On the ESPN chat today with Dan Rayfield, he said that Steven Espinoza told him that Keith Thurman could return in October or on the undercard of Mikey, Garcia, and Earl Spence Jr. So, they've been saying Keith Thurman's supposed to return May 19th this year, August 4th, September 8th. And, it looks like he ain't in good shape. I'm hearing he having a hard time coming back. Sean Porter said it. A few other guys said it. He back in the gym. And I think the worst case scenario for him in this situation is fight on the undercard between Earl and Mikey Garcia because, people gonna want him to fight Earl immediately. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be pressure to fight Earl. But the thing about Keith Thurman is Keith Thurman he marched to the beat of his own drum, and that's good. Nobody's going to force Keith Thurman to do something that Keith Thurman don't want to do, and that's a very, very rare trait that you got out here in everyday life. People who don't get peer pressured or don't care about what people say and do what they do and how they going to do it, and that's just their prerogative, and I can relate because I'm the same type of way. I'm not going to let nobody pressure me into doing something that I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's critical, I got to do it, then I prioritize it, that way. And Keith Thurman, so as him being that type of person, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody going to force Keith Thurman to do nothing. We seen this. All the backlash, ridicule, all the malarkey, all the BS. So he cool with it. You know what I'm saying? And, but, I think that's the worst case scenario to put him on the same card as Earl unless they expect to make Earl and Keith Thurman next. You know what I'm saying? And then again, that'll be another year that Keith Thurman only fought once. He fought once in 16, once in 17, and then he'll be fighting once in 18 if they can get him in the ring, and it's supposed to be versus Josito Lopez. And another critical thing about Steven Espinoza saying that is that Mikey and Earl sounds like it's going to headline his own pay-per-view if it goes to pay-per-view. So it seems like Mikey and Earl is going to have his own pay-per-view card, and Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder is going to have their own pay-per-view card. So it's going to be two different pay-per-view cards, it sounds like. And Keith Thurman is going to most likely be under the Earl Spence pay-per-view card because that pay-per-view card may not happen until December. All right? That might happen the first week in December when Pacquiao's supposed to come back. So I know Keith Thurman would probably love to get on that November card with Deontay Wilder, but it seems like they already have a undercard already worked out for him to automatically come back. And on a Spence and Mikey undercard, that might be late November, early December. So it's a few things that are starting to leak out, that's starting to come together. He could come back in October. I'm pretty sure they planning a Broner card in October. So Keith Thurman could fall on that card. They plan a Gervonta Tank Davis card in October. Adrian Broner come back in November, excuse me. Possibly in November versus Sergey Lipinets. So it's a lot of things happening, a lot of things moving. A lot of things that seem like PBC got up their sleeve for the fall, and it seemed like they got two pay-per-view cards up their sleeve. You're going to get Wilder and Fury, and it seemed like that undercard is already, pretty much already know what they want to do with that one. And Mikey and Earl might go down late November, early December, and Keith Thurman may face rumored Josito Lopez on that undercard. So it's getting thick, it's getting deep. And I believe when I see him, Keith Thurman to be in the ring, because Keith Thurman ain't fought all last year. Keith Thurman going on 2 years out the ring if he don't get it in before March of next year. So, it is what it is, man. I believe it when he in the ring, bouncing up, they announce his name, he exchanged leather with whoever he going to exchange leather with, which is rumored to be Josito Lopez. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to believe it until it happens. But like I said, putting him on Earl and Mikey undercard, that's not a good look for Keith Thurman. Remember, people said, I was like, yeah, what about Keith Thurman being on the undercard of Sean and Danny? Because he's supposed to come back September 8th, all right? And people say, oh, no, Keith Thurman ain't going to be the undercard. I was like, why not? It's a comeback fight. People ain't seen Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman not going to pull his own television network card. Even when he was coming back May 19th, he was sharing that date with originally Purdue Jack and Adonis Stevenson. It was a double venue card, and Gary Russell and JoJo Diaz stepped in and took that slot. So yeah, Keith Thurman coming back as an undercard fighter, to Earl Spence, where he should be. He should feel disrespected. He should feel degraded fighting on the undercard of Earl Spence. You supposed to be the number 1 welterweight. All right? You supposed to be number 1 welterweight, and now you fighting on, you know, the guy that you didn't want to fight when he was 15-0. The most feared welterweight by a lot of people. You fight on his undercard. That should motivate him to want to go in there and whoop Earl. But I can see Keith Thurman taking this tune-up, another tune-up next year, and being done until 2020. So I don't have no hope for this division. It's a whole bunch of dudes that's pump faking, that's beating their chest. It's the new thing called, you know, let's sign a fight and then, you know, call out fighters that already got a fight signed. You know, I'm tired of that shit, man. The boycott for the welterweight division is coming real soon, man. For me, man, if they don't get this shit together. But y'all know what it is. One time for the one time we grinding. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also the new podcast, Raw and Uncut, featuring the Cali Enigma myself. Also S1210 College Sports Most Wanted for your college football, basketball, and a little bit of high school needs. Check us out there. We are all them links in the description. If you want to donate, the PayPal link is there as well. And we're going to go live a little bit later in the evening. For all the brothers, we're going to do a little bit longer live stream. It's going to be a lot of lives come Saturday. Much blessings to all y'all, man. I definitely appreciate everybody subscribing, sharing, liking, and continue to share the videos and donate and share them and like them. Appreciate it one time for the one time. LDBC, we gone.